Ryan McPherson, when MC gets removed, and I mean no disrespect to him for that,
Mm-hmm.
who would be ideal to replace him? What do you think of Merrill Hodge? KP is great.
I mean, if Merrill wanted to be the head guy, I don't know his qualifications, but you know, I mean, Merrill's my dude. You know, I got mad love for Major for Merrill. Excuse me on that one. But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like for Steeler Nation, y'all need like an offensive guy because that's all y'all be caring about is like scoring 30 points. I feel like go get what's the cat that's in L.A.
Cliff.
No. Staley. When he get fired, just bring him over here because they know how to score
I'll
points.
pass on him.
No, y'all want points. Y'all want 30. So we're going to get 30. He
I'd
going
want-
to score you 30 every week. He going to get you 30, and I don't know what else is going to happen, but he going to score your 30. That's what we need here in Pittsburgh. Get an offensive guy. No more defensive guys. Y'all don't want to win by defense. Y'all don't care about defense, man.
No, I do. I do. But I just want hope that we could go to the next level with this offense. We can win games with Matt Canada, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of if Kenny's ready to like start cooking with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Drop back, hey, 4 wide, whatever. Again, that Patriots offense example that I was bringing up. Can Canada get us there? Because here's the problem with him. He has no resume that kind of gives you any hope for that.
Okay.
Whereas these dudes across the league that have these really nice offenses dealing with young quarterbacks, Mike McDaniel, Tua was terrible with Brian Flores. Bring in Mike McDaniel.
Mm-hmm.
Tua is flipping my football world over right now. He looks great. I mean, Kirk Cousins is looking good with the Vikings. I can't believe it. They got this Vikings dude that was a former OC somewhere, right?
Yeah.
He's the head coach. What's his name, O'Connell or something?
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, you know what? I'll even say this: the Vikings as a team sabotaged Kirk on Thursday Night Football. That wasn't on Kirk. That loss. He played pretty good, actually. I'll give him credit. Still, don't think I want him in the playoffs, but that's neither here nor there. Trevor Lawrence sucked his rookie year. They bring in Doug Peterson. You get what I mean?
I'm with you.
You got these guys that actually have success as play callers, whether in college or in the pros.
Yeah.
In whatever position, OC, head coach, blah, blah, blah. Whereas Matt Canada, he was like an average college coordinator. It comes to the pros. I mean, we're seeing the stats over these last like 2-3 years. Now, I get it. That doesn't tell the full story.
All right. I'm with you.
I was fine with the second half of last year, but 75 to 80% of Canada's tenure I haven't been fine with.
Yeah.
So it's just like, to me, when does this get better? Now, I do think it will get better, but to the point where we're going to get the most out of this offense to get that full potential.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
I'm with you. I'm definitely with you. And I was laughing to myself. I was like, I'm sure they're going to hear my Brandon Staley comment and get here. You know, he's a DCA. He was a linebackers coach. I got you on that. It was more so. Yeah, he was linebacker. Yeah, position coach, linebackers coach. Yeah.
You would have fooled me.
Yeah, I just laughed because that's why. That's why I said him, because they score a ton of points, play zero defense over there. But I know y'all really smart, so I'm sure it's going to be a ton of people in the comment like, hey, man, he's a DC. So
it's just like, what are we waiting for? Are we waiting for this like big reveal from Canada that he's got something in his back pocket that's going to be amazing?
But this is the thing, though. I do like how every convo, it's always is it on Matt Canada waiting? Maybe it's Matt Canada looking at Kenny saying, bro, if he's not good enough, I need better personnel. Because that could very well be the case. There still isn't 100% guarantee that Kenny is the guy. So you could still, if you are a Canada guy, not saying that we aren't, right? But if you're a Canada guy, you could legitimately still be over here saying, I had 07 and I got Kenny who is not the guy. But yet y'all saying it's my fault. And he could pull up multiple plays the same way people pull up the jet sweep or they'll pull up the third down. Oh, they did the lateral play. Man, if you're a Canada supporter, you'll be able to go up here and pull up a lot more plays of him in the right and Kenny in the wrong than it be in the reverse. I'm just telling you for what I've seen. But that isn't what people want to hear, so I get it. But that could very well be the case when you're talking about Canada and why he calls what he calls. Because there have been plenty of times where it's like, that's open, that's open, that's open, that's a touchdown, that should have been there. But we don't criticize and get on Kenny to that same extent that we do on Canada at times. And that's why I'm just like, I'm not all the way convinced one way or the other about either one of them dudes. I'm not saying that Canada has this great offensive scheme. No. But what I am saying is I look at this tape and every week I'm like, bro, it's most people open. I look at this thing and I say, okay, I see what you was trying to do with this run call, but then I see this dude miss his block. I see Jalen Warren supposed to stay here and block the LB Taki. He run out. That's a mental error. Is that on Canada too? I'm like, dude, if you just sit in here and pick up the blocker, Kenny got time. It's a first down. But we don't say that. We say, yo, Canada, man, what you doing? That's my whole issue. I'm just like, bro, I'm not saying he like that. Definitely not. But I just feel like it's other things that are way more concerning of like, yo, what is it? Is it real or not?
Sure. No, I get what you're saying, and that's why I came off my stance from Monday night and saying like, oh, we got to fire Canada right now. Like, listen, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but yeah, it wasn't all of his fault Monday night. It definitely wasn't. But if this stuff keeps happening,
absolutely,
this dude has been like something's got to give, and it's you're not getting rid of Kenny, you're not getting rid of all these young weapons on offense. Like,
right.
You got to get someone to where the players will start responding a certain way at least.
Well, and
that's all I'm saying. So what do we got? The bye like week 6 or something like that? I mean, that'll be the timeline.
And I always
if we're just being realistic.
The beauty is this: they always go coach first, player second. So if it doesn't change, I doubt we fire anybody in season. But if it doesn't change, what end up happening is this: Canada leave, you'll bring in somebody new, offense still looks the same, they'll fire Kenny. And then we'll have a hard reset, fire whoever that OC is, or we'll bring in another guy for him, we'll do that whole song and dance in this same process.
I'd rather have success with Canada. If it comes down to that, let's just have success with Canada.
I'm just giving you the foreshadow of that's typically how it goes. When it's question marks of is it coordinator, is it coach, or is it coordinator, is it quarterback, they're going to go coach first. Then when they bring that new dude in, quarterback second. You think all these young quarterbacks that have been drafted over the past 5-10 years, the ones that didn't make it out, that first year is like, all right, is that on you or is that on coach? They make that coach change. Is that on you or is that on coach? All right, we pulling the trigger getting somebody new in here. So I'm hoping, but both of these dudes get it together because I don't want it to get to that.
No,
but that's the next move though, bro.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to keeping. I was the one that said I'll have him back this year. Like,
and I will say this
after these first 2 weeks, it's got to get better. That's the thing. Like it's got to get better as an offense because this winning this way is not sustainable.
Yeah, and I'll say this too, man, because I'm sure to some people I'm coming off as a Matt Canada apologist. I'm just gonna tell you as a player, you're just mentally conditioned that you do not care that to that extent about them coaches. Because at the end of the day, that coach can call whatever he calls. He's not on that field. I am. And if I'm like that, I don't care what call you call. If I'm like that, I'm like that. And that's ultimately how our mindset is as players. So that's why you hardly ever hear me complain about referees. You hardly ever hear me complain about coaches. Because as players, we understand that part. People 5 years ago made a case that Belichick was the greatest coach ever, right? Everything looked great with Belichick. You can never go wrong with Belichick. You also had Tom Brady up there, right? Since it's been gone, that's looked very different. It doesn't matter who. Phil Jackson, arguably the greatest basketball coach, right? Ever. Did you see when he don't have the guys? You like, bro, that triangle offense ain't triangling no more, bro. You got to have the guys.
Did he ever coach without guys? I don't think he did. He tried doing the GM thing.
He tried it. It won't happen. It won't happen.
But literally, I think he's only coached with amazing players.
Right. As long as they're out there, it works, though. That's what I'm saying. Because he didn't win it, obviously, whenever a piece wasn't out there. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think he ever head coached. Didn't he pop up from assistant to head coach with the Bulls and then started winning with Jordan?
Yes, but it wasn't every single year. What I'm saying is, whenever a Jordan or a Kobe, for example, wasn't available to him, that offense, that style is not as what you think it could be. Saying you can make case with Pat Riley. We can go down the list of all Eric Spoelstra. Now Spoelstra, out to Spo. He been doing it, but at the same time, it ain't look the same way as look when he had LeBron and D Wade and Bosh and them boys. Sometimes the personnel does matter. A lot of times the personnel matters. And that's why as a player, I don't get enamored with this whole narrative of, oh, it's Canada, it's Canada, it's Canada, it's Canada. Because Canada ain't missed a throw all season. But you know who has? Canada ain't dropped the pass all season. Most people have. Canada ain't missed a block all season. That's all I'm saying. Not saying he's perfect. Yeah, you want some better calls, sure. But to act as if that's the reason why, I personally, as a player, I just can't go there. As fans, man, I ain't tripping. because you don't have that same experience. That's just from me. I'm like, bro, I've been in games where it's like, yo, it don't matter what the call is. Bro, call dog wash front the whole game. We're going to get out of here. If y'all can't cover on the back end, we're going to win faster up front. All right, we can't win fast up front. We're going to lock them down on the back end. Call what you call. That's how our mindset is, bro. But we could make a case of, hey, man, you got beat on the backside. Bro, it's the call, man. Why you calling that dog rush front, man? Get us out that call right there. I'm like, bro, lock him up. I'm looking at you. If you hear you got that black and gold on, you nice. Show me. Go be nice. Why not you? That's just how we look at it.
Sure.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, though. Shout out to the coaches, though. Or fire them all. Yeah.
No, I think everyone improves next week. I think that's the play right now. But
Yeah.
I am offering some sound solutions.
You definitely are, though.
I mean, look back to those whenever they had Shane Vereen and like Dion Lewis and like those little scat backs. Whenever that was. They lost Moss.
Bro,
They
it
might have
was
still
fire.
had Hernandez and Gronk at the time.
They had the Welker in
Edelman
there.
or Edelman. I don't remember. I don't remember the whole scheme, but it's like
Yep.
I'm telling you, Brady wasn't passing the ball for the most part more than 5 yards a pop.
Everything was dink and dunk. And then when they did decide to take a
That's all we
shot,
need.
it was max pro, but they would do it off of a hurry up, or they would do it after 6-7 plays on the drive when you tired.
So
Absolutely.
for that though, I don't know how much that involves Najee, I'll be honest. So we need to trade for Izzy Abanikanda, like I said. Jets are down bad, so maybe they'll take anything at this point.
Nah, they
maybe,
said just trying to get a quarterback, bro.
all right, maybe you send him Mason.
They
Maybe you
keep
send him Mitch.
saying they trying to get Kirk Cousins. I'm like, well, why y'all want to play, man? Why y'all want to
Give
play?
him give them Mason or Mitch. Give us Abanikanda. That's my
Go
proposition.
with Jalen and Abanikanda.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, since McFarland is
Bro.
on IR.
I'd take Abanikanda
Yeah.
over. I don't think McFarland will be good for that type of offense anyway. So I think it would be
okay.
Abanikanda and more as
Okay.
our main two.
I don't hate it,
And
bro.
then you have Washington.
I don't hate it.
Muth.
Shout out to Darnell, too, bro.
Deontay comes back. You got Calvin Austin. And then Pickens is like the deep threat type of guy.
Mhm.
Robinson might have to take a seat in this new offense. I'm sorry.
Robinson be hide in the slot, though, bro. Robinson,
Okay.
he
He
makes
can get out
he
there.
makes some tough catches.
I'm
He
just
a block.
saying, I think that the top three of Calvin Austin, Deontay, and Pickens would be the biggest threat.
Okay.
Combined with those two running backs, Warren
Yeah.
and Bannick, that would be scary. I think Pickett could carve up defenses with that.
I like it, bro.
Omar,
I like it.
get on that.
I like it.